Okay, this is the faulty CMS54 Rohde and Schwarz, and you remember a previous video about a week ago. I think a bit, might be a little bit longer. It took about a week, I think, to get the display out of the UK, which is enormously spectacular, just fantastic. That's so fast. Have a look at the display. If you look back on the other video, I can show you the old display. It had these signs of, if I get it in the right light, you can see that around the edges here, that's the film on there. There's a number of people telling me that we can fix this display with replacing the back and the front film on this, because apart from that, it's working functionally. Nothing's missing or anything silly like that. So we're certainly having a bit of a look at whether or not, I don't know if I would try it. I've got the feeling that it's a bit like one of Sam's craft projects that I'll end up stuffing it up, and she's got more patience. Actually, she could probably do a better job. But anyway, if you're somebody that's done one of these before, I might send it to you. Let you have a look, see what you think. But anyway, the good news is, for the moment, we have something working again. Actually, while I'm on that, let me give a big shout out to www.tech-recycle.com. These guys are over in the UK, and they recycle loads and loads of stuff. Now, it's not that I'm being incredibly green here, but I think it's smart that they take non-working things and work out what's still of use in them, and they sell them, which is good, And to be honest, I couldn't get a new display under probably a couple of grand. It was just really big bucks. So I ended up with one. By the way, if you're seeing flashing, it's just my phone. It's not actually flashing like that. It's I don't know if I can get the angle right, or I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it's just the aperture. Anyway, so we now have a fully working CMS54, which is a great unit. It really is. My wife's comment the minute I got it running: sell it while it's working. I said, no. I said, I really want to play around with the CMS54. I said, look, it's a great unit. And I was going to explain all the, the different facets of it, of why it's so good. And she walked out. She said, I'm going to go feed the dogs. And I said, I can just show you them. I started doing this. I went, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. She said, yeah, that's enough. That's good. I'm really happy. And so that was about as much as I got through to Sam. Now, I'm just going to be perfectly honest. I have got a million things to learn about this thing. I've been so busy concentrating on, getting the thing to a million pieces and back together again, and making sure that we had no screws left over. And I tried to do it as smart as I could. I made one really silly error, and I admitted it to Sam. I came and showed it to her. On the front here, they've got these ribbon connectors. And they're, reasonable design, no question there. But the problem was there's two of them above each other, and I didn't have the right glasses on. My sight's shocking at the moment. So is my ability to verbalise, apparently. And I just didn't see at the time. I should have photographed my way in and out a bit more. I didn't see which connector the keyboard functions went into, and no matter what I looked at, it was weird, because everything you look at, it kind of suggests that either of them could work. And in the end, I thought, you know what, I reckon it's the top one. I reckon I would have seen the bottom one if it had been in the bottom one, I would have seen the top one, before I took it out. And I didn't photograph it. It was stupid. Anyway, whether, it was just a lot of good reasoning or just bloody good luck, it was the top one plugged in. And we had, obviously, all our different things happening. But I can tell you, prior to that, obviously the keyboard was never going to work. So the story's a little more involved in that. And as techs, we don't give away all our secrets or our blunders. But it was a learning experience, this one. I've got to tell you, I haven't had the best day today. I've been a bit crook and just in and out of bed a bit and doing a bit of crypto. And speaking of which, there's the kitchen ticker up there. What's it doing? I think it's down at the moment. Bitcoin's 91,687. And flick over. Come on, today would be good. I've got them on 30-second switches. anyway, Bitcoin, oh, there you go, $1.10. No, that's okay, that's fine. Actually, it's showing a negative there. And just to explain crypto very quickly, if you're, a lot of you have been asking me a lot of questions. A few of you got into crypto with me a long time ago, some just recently. It's a great thing, but, and I've made a lot of money out of it, and it's been a fantastic ride. But trust me, we don't tell you the negative stories. So, you know, it is definitely not for the faint-hearted. And in the end, you will have losses, you know, there's no question. So just feel free to talk to me. If you own Bitcoin at 91,687, we obviously bought quite a bit in the 20,000 range, and I bought a few. You know, you're on top of the world, and it's great, absolutely fantastic. But got to take the money sometime. Anyway, and we do have a theory on that, but you'll need to talk to me about that because that gets a little bit personal. All right, back to this monitor. Let's just have a little look. This display is beautiful though. It's absolutely fantastic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm just doing a quick TX test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now just on a handheld, it's showing us about 2.8 watts. 1, 2. Let's have a look. Hello, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So I'm just going to bring up the deviation again. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Hello, hello. This handheld's been giving me a bit of trouble. I think the battery's going flat, to be honest. Excuse me. Let's have a look here. Oh, sorry, I see what's going on. At the moment, I've got my, sorry, it's not the handheld, it's the, I've got the RX test running as well. As I said, learning a lot on this one at the moment. So we really want to go over to TX test, turn off the RF side for a minute, so that we're not, so now that's there in TX test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll see the deviation 3, 4, 2, 1. Blah blah blah, etc. etc. And you've got a, I mean, not very useful to you on FM, but I can set up the crow, so on sideband certainly it looks a bit better. I haven't even worked out yet how to get it in the right modes, how to change modes. Actually, I was going to show you. Very quickly. If I just turn the volume up, we'll just go back on that RX test. I obviously haven't turned that off. And we're just putting in a bit of signal in there, and as you can hear, it's getting stronger. I don't think there's an S meter on these things, is there? Let's have a look. Oh, jeez. The light in here is terrible. I can't even really see, to be honest. Anyway, as you can see, generates an RF signal, and let me just work out how to turn that off. And yes, just to show you, it was my generate that was causing a little bit of interaction there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2. And we're getting our kilohertz coming up with deviation, etc. All right. I'm going to plug in just to show you a different frequency. Hang on. Okay. Actually, I've just thrown a little. This is a little Albrecht 27 meg handheld. Bit interesting. And that's what I mean. I haven't worked out how to even change modes on this thing yet, so I'm still obviously thinks it's FM. But, as you can see, it comes up on frequency. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Showing about 1.5 watts off the handheld. And I was thinking the D mod here somewhere. Look, to be honest with you, is that, no. Would be nice for me to work this out. I don't have a manual for this thing yet, so I'm going to need to download the manual and just go through. But I think a few things are a little bit menu driven, so you need to sort of learn how to get into the menus. I just have a quick play. I might be able to get this going. Just found some menus, and okay, so it does a calibration and tries to. Okay, I'll go through all this a bit later, but I'm probably got to be a bit careful. Sometimes you need 50 ohm loads connected to things when you're doing calibrations. So, can I get out of that? Let's have a look. Just seeing very quickly if there was a way to get into mode. Excuse me. I need to fly Mike over from Mike's CB radio repairs. I reckon he'd get us going in no time at all. It's going to be a little bit of fun actually, just looking at, I actually wanted to see what options were in it, so that'll be in these menus here somewhere. But I won't, look, I'm not even going to try and tell you that I have a great understanding yet. I mean, there's some basic things that of course, we can do. And I'm just having a look here. So I noticed on the back it had, and Mike, if you're watching this video, you might make some sense of this. Where was it? So over here, there were some options. I need to come in the other way. That were fitted on the back that were pretty easy to see. What's it say? So it's got an OCXO, sorry, crystal oscillator. It's an option CNSB1. And what's the other bit? If I can just get that little thing out of the way. Oh, I can't quite read that way. I think it says sub-audio. Option included CMS8, oh no, B27, sorry, I think it is. And it says sub-audio filter, Okay, so yeah, Mike, if you're seeing this, you might have an idea what's in there. The thing I really want to check most of all is what if this has got a 100-watt module, and because we're going to need to be careful if it hasn't, to either run an attenuator and then reset it up for the front here. If we put a 100-watt radio into it. But I think we're into a screen here that's showing us a little bit of. Oh yeah, so it's showing that crystal oscillator there. This might be the options here actually, and I can't see 100-watt in there. But anyway, I'll just put that there for a second, so I can refer to my own video later and just see what that's all about. But certainly, that gives us a bit of an idea. You know what? Actually, I'm tempted to do a master reset on it. I really am, because we don't know much about it. And are you sure? Yes to enter. Where's yes? Okay, so I wonder if they mean enter to. Are you sure? Enter. Yep. All right. Well, if it never works again, guys, this has been a wonderful experience owning a CMS54, and it's passing everything good so far. Should never speak so early. Okay, says the cellular radio simulator is not installed, which is good because we don't want that. It's funny, I've got a couple of test sets with cellular gear in it that obviously we don't really use. But this is probably not a bad idea, just to sort of start from scratch after putting a new display in and mucking around. Please remove. Sorry. Remove power from input RF internet. Yeah. Okay. So if power removed, I think they mean by that if you've got anything there, like any radio, etc. So you don't have to put 50 ohms on that, apparently. All right. Let's hit enter. Deviation calibration necessary. Takes 40 seconds. All right. Well, I'll have to talk about something else while that's going on. A big thank you to Lynn Wan out of Queensland, mates. You really have made my day, because this is one heck of a very nice test set that, I mean, I get it. A little bit of work, sorting it out, bits and pieces, and there may be other things we find at the moment that we've still got to do. Who knows? But so far, I think we're going to be looking at a screen only, and it might just fire up okay. It's funny, I could sort of read the other screen a little bit to be able to see that you seem to be doing everything. Look at that. So that's great. So it's done a reset and it's covered all its tests and it's got through it. So that might be a really good sign. What's the self-check? Is that just where we were? Oh, that's where we were before. Yep, I understand. Okay. Now, how do you go backwards? Man, I'm learning. No, I didn't want to do that. We don't have batteries on here. We don't want to do any of those. So we want to get into... Oh, guys, I need a manual, don't I? I suppose I should put this back on. So we're actually connecting. Anyway, when I go to show you a radio again or something, it actually works. But, well, there's a point. Maybe I'll hit transmit. It'll just want to find itself. And no, I didn't get that lucky, did I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was hoping. But no. All right, so I've got to get out of the screen here. How do I get out of here? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pause for a second. Menu button. It's all right. I tried every other button. I thought I had to find it, didn't I? But then you're back to the RX and TX test, etc., and back to where we were, and yeah, all fired up nicely again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Now I'm on AM, so I still haven't found out how to get the mode to change on this thing yet. I'll download a manual tonight and have a bit of a look. But anyway, guys, you know what? I could take you on this journey for a lot longer. Again, a big thank you to Lynn Wan. Big thank you to techrecycle.com for the screen. And to give you an idea, I don't mind talking about the costs. So all up, the screen delivered to the property here from England was about $600, and the unit was about $860 delivered. By the time it was only about $65 delivery. Lynn has an account with one of the guys and did a great deal with them. He tried to tell me $50, but I saw it was $66. I'm like, let me put the $66 in your account. That's silly. He's such a lovely guy, but I think he thought it was going to be a bit too much otherwise. And I said, no, it's all right. It's all good. Great guy. If you ever get to... look, I was only just speaking to Tanya, VK4XTC, about Lynn up there, and Tanya knows Lynn quite well. And I just said, look, everything I get from Lynn, even when it's broken, and Lynn will tell you it's broken, it's been something that I've gone, wow, it's always been something I've wanted for myself, and it's not sort of a business one. And so, Lynn, yeah, again, mate, thank you so much. This really is a beautiful test set, and a lot of learning to do. I'm gonna learn heaps. Mike, take pity on me. Send me a cheat sheet, like the top 15 things that, and definitely, Mike, if you've got any ideas on the 50 watt max, and whether we could set up maybe an attenuator there, and then rejig the calibrate to know that we've got an attenuator to read power, etc. I don't need to be down to 0.1 of a watt or anything. For what we do, it's not really that needed. But certainly we want to get something there that might just protect us in case we did something stupid. I've been reading the RF module. When you stuff that up, oh man, you feel some pain. So don't do that if you've got one of these. I'm hearing it's not fun. There's a video out with a chap in the UK, I think it was. He hates Rohde and Schwarz. He absolutely hates them, but only because he's got to fix them. And he said, oh, look, he said if it's not the cost of the bits, it's the unavailability of them. And he said it's either one or the other. And I agree. Look, this monitor's early 2000s, I think it was. I suppose it is 2024. But Motorola, seriously, you could still get a display, a CRT, right up until about probably 2015, 2016. I'm just trying to think, because I know we got one out of them for one of the old CRT tubes. Admittedly, it had to come from Illinois in Schaumburg, but yeah, they still had some sitting around there. That unit's far gone. Pity. I've got a mate of mine sending me down look, if you say to me, what's your favourite monitor? I love this. Obviously, I'm getting to know it. Still love the R2000 series Motorola's 2001s, 2008s, etc. And mate of mine up in Queensland is sending me down a really nice one to get me out of trouble. Everything I've got in 2001s is dying all the time at the moment, and it's weird. That guy that ripped me off for a couple of them has driven me mental with those. I'm really about to burn them. I'll be selling them cheap soon, because I just couldn't be bothered trying to muck around with them. That'll just keep my spares for the one that Andrew's sending me down. But yeah, anyway. All right. Look, guys, thanks very much for taking this journey with me. This is a beautiful bit of gear, and we'll obviously use it a bit in one of the workshops. But I've got to tell you, for a lot of my normal testing, I probably still, we'll go once the R2001 comes down. I'll probably still use that a lot, because believe it or not, I don't know, I just love them. But this here, and this is why I think this might go on one of the other workshops on the property here, and probably not be as used as much, but certainly will be good for test demos out in the museum or something like that, possibly. Who knows? You might see my next video and go, you liar, you end up putting it in your workshop. That could happen very easily. All right, guys, 73s, thanks for having a look at this. Those of you that know me well, let me tell you, this nearly didn't work. I made a couple of stuff-ups that I thought, oh, no. It's just silly things that, eyesight's starting to be a problem. And so, yeah, whenever you get into these things, more photographs. That's what I would say to anybody, more photographs. 1.09, 5.9% down. It's got to be more than that down, actually. It got up to about 1.2. Oh, no, I suppose on the day it is. Got up to 1.23 on the peak that I saw the other day. But guys, bearing in mind, we bought this bloody thing at 41 cents. Bought a lot of them too, and I know a few of my mates have done the same thing. I think some of my mates will be buying not just new radios, maybe a new car. Anyway, good luck to you guys. I hope it's all going well. And hey, if we can all prosper together and make a few dollars and And as far as I'm concerned, don't save it, go spend it. Go and enjoy yourself. Life's too short. All right, 73 is VK3, Charlie Mike. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and if you've made it all the way through this video, it doesn't cost anything. We haven't started invoicing that at this stage, especially the subscription. We love the subscriptions, so thank you very much. Last thing, loads more gear coming up. I've just got to get a few better days. As you can hear my voice, there's a few things going on, and they got me on some drugs that is, anyway, look, they are helping, but they've also got their downsides too. All right, guys, 73 is VK3, Charlie Mike. Cheers.